We're live.
Live.
We're alive. Hello, everybody. We haven't done a video in a while. One of these, anyways. We're just trying to get back into the groove of everything and, make some haul videos. Valerie has a haul video that she made today, and I made one yesterday. So we're trying to get it, get it back into the swing of things. So, we have a lot to talk about. Well, we have some things to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Not easy things.
No.
So.
No. You want me to go first?
Well, yeah.
Okay. So, for most of you, I probably don't know, but my husband passed away August 2nd. He was in a trucking accident. He was at work and he was driving a truck and he crashed and died. And, that was...
There's a little bit of something going on with the volume. I don't know what's going on. Just so you know.
Okay. Can you hear me, though?
Turn it down. Turn your volume down just a little bit if you can.
Okay.
Getting a little bit of, feedback or something.
Okay.
Can you still hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what it was.
Okay. So, that happened to me, and we were actually married I met him online, and through a dating site called Crush or Flush. And so I crushed him, and it was over after that, and we got, I visited each other. I was in California, he was here in Kansas, and somehow the stars were aligned or something, because otherwise our paths would have never, crossed. He was a truck driver. I worked in a hospital. Not very likely. But we were married for almost 7 years, and it was rough. It was rough because I felt like that we had just gotten started, with our lives together, and and for him to be taken away, I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what I've been dealing with, and with his family and everything. His mom and dad are still alive, and it was just as much of a shock to them as it was to me, But
Yeah. I mean, it's life to a point, but it's such an awful thing to have to deal with, and to lose somebody that's close to you, and and it takes away from other things that, I mean, it almost affects every aspect of your life, and I'm just, I know that, when Mike passed away, it was almost like I didn't want to do anything either. I had to go to work and stuff, and I wasn't able to fly down and be with Valerie, which was very hard on me, but I just, I couldn't do it because of work, and I'm supposed to have surgery. I would have just put the freaking surgery off if I knew that I could get away with it. And, put that off and fly down there. But my boss wouldn't. I don't think I would have had a job when I got back.
Yeah. And
So
that's understandable. I mean, I wish everybody could have been here at the same time, and been at the funeral with me and everything. But it
yeah,
just those things sometimes aren't possible, and bad shit happens.
yep,
I mean, it's part of life, and it's something that nobody wants that to happen to them.
right,
But you never think that it's going to happen.
yeah,
But like Gary Vee says, you know, everyone's going to die. So do something about it.
yeah.
That's what he said. And make it
Well,
make it
I
worth
just
your while.
watched. Yeah, I just watched that. Well, I don't know if it was. I think it was a video that said, like, somebody asked him about that video, that somebody was passing by really quick and said, "Oh, Gary Vee, I love you. Can you tell me, in like 3 words, what something that I could take and feel motivated from?" And he said, "You're gonna die." And that should be enough motivation right there. That you're gonna die. So what are you gonna do if you know that you're gonna die? You're gonna do everything that you wanted to do.
Right.
So why not do that every day?
Right.
That's
Live like
basically
it's last day.
Yeah, it's like he comes up with the weirdest shit.
He does.
But he comes, it's like, that's why he has a cameraman that follows him his whole day. Because he comes up with this shit and he doesn't mean to do it. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I know that he likes to do it, but because it's, it feeds his ego. But
Oh, sure.
he, he comes up with some shit, just random shit sometimes. It just freaking makes sense right away, And, it's crazy.
But that's a very long process. And my sister Amy and my 2 daughters, they did come out. They were here the next day when they found out, so they were here on Wednesday. And
Yeah.
and that helped a lot because Amy went with me to appointments to the funeral home and appointments to the pastor or the preacher that was going to officiate I don't know if you call it officiate, but she was going to do the sermon or do the service.
Yeah.
And but all those things needed decisions.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about it, but you talk about it like it's never going to happen. You talk about, I mean, Mike is, he's always said, well, I want to be cremated. He always said that. So I took that, and that was I took that as him being his wishes.
Yeah.
But, it was a horrible week. And, I have my grandbabies here, so that actually kept me busy with them, helping the moms out and just being with them, hanging out with them and everything.
And then when everybody left,
that was rough. That was really rough. Basically, I went on crackhead mode. I did not take crack. I did not inhale.
You did not. Oh shit! I've heard that shit before.
Oh no! I basically I didn't feel comfortable, like I'm sure a lot of people say. I didn't feel comfortable sleeping in my bed. sleeping in my room, or our room, I should say. And so basically, I tore it down. I tore the whole bedroom down, took everything out of it, and then put my office in the bedroom. And it felt. Now here's some. I'm me and Sally are pretty sensitive to spirit, to all of that. I don't know what it is, but we're both very sensitive.
Yeah.
So when I would look in this room, because I wouldn't even really go into the room, I would avoid the room, and I kept the door closed. But when I went into the room and the bed was still here, it was dark. It was so. It looked like death. It was just so dark. But then when I took everything out and brought my desk in and started doing something different, it was bright. It's a pretty bright room.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks really bright here. From here.
I don't know what that and it's not because of the light bulb or anything. It was just, I don't know what it was. But anyway, but after I had put my desk in and got everything somewhat straightened out, that was gone.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's good.
But and I'm still not sleeping in my bed because I haven't got that part finished yet, which I need to do. But
yeah,
I'm still sleeping on the couch.
It's important. It's important for you to get that done, Valerie. And I can only tell you so much. But you need to do it for you.
Yeah, I know. There's things that happen, during the day, and that kind of, I can't say it supersedes it, but,
Yeah.
Man, I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm avoiding it. I don't know. But,
yeah.
It was, it has been, it's been 12 days. And it's been rough. I mean, he was a truck driver, but he was home every night. Every weekend he was home, and I miss him. It took. Now you will understand this. It took a lot. It took a lot of men. It took a lot of turns to find the right one.
Yes, it did.
Not to say that I was.
I'm live, everybody, just so you know.
But I dated a lot of men, and there was lots of fish in the sea, but they were all guppies. I mean, they weren't something. They weren't something that I wanted. And Mike was actually that guy. He was the perfect fit. Because he, even though I didn't want it half the time, he was the guy that said, no, you're not going to do that.
Yeah.
He kept me grounded. Otherwise, I'd just run amok, But, and he was my best friend. And that was another thing, too, is I still don't, I don't have a handful of friends. I mean, I have my sisters, I have my brother, but as far as like girlfriends, close by, or I really don't have.
You have a sister-in-law and
your
mother-in-law, but friends, yes.
We were best friends. We told each other everything, and I swear I could not lie to the man.
Yeah.
I could not tell him something because I felt guilty.
I know.
So, and truthfully, I don't think I've ever had that before. So,
yeah.
And it's just it's sad that that had to happen.
I agree. Very sad. So,
What else we got? What other kind of shit happened?
oh shit. I freaking, most of you know that I work at a gas station on, full time, and I do eBay as a side income. Um, I've always wanted to be full time. And for the longest time before even Valerie went full time, that was the running joke, yeah, just one more thing to push us to full time, and last week, well, we got bought by a different company, and last week they came out with this stupid dress code where they just basically said you can't have anything that's not natural on you. You can't have your hair dyed. You can't have extra earrings. You can't have you can't show any tattoos. They have to be all covered. We have to wear a different different pair of pants. We can't wear jeans anymore. We have to wear, well, we can wear black jeans and khakis, but the thing is that it's like nobody complains about the way that we look at our store. Nobody complains to the manager. Nobody complains to, we've not heard anything. Nobody complains to even corporate about this. And the district managers never said anything. And so it's just kind of bullshit that, they have to change it up to, try to be like other gas stations, I guess. Try to be like other companies.
You're gonna sell just as many cigarettes and just as many lottery tickets in blue jeans as you would in khakis. And that's
yeah. And you know what? Whenever I do my hair like crazy colors or whatever, I get comments on those, and people remember me from, they call me Pinky or whatever, and, it's just, building a relationship with the community, basically, and if they can remember, something, off the wall about what you look like, if you don't look like every other random person, that might be an incentive for them to come back to your store. If they know that, the girl with the colored hair, she treated you really nice and, treated you great, had good customer service, she's going to remember that. Or he's going to remember that, So it just kind of pisses me off that just one more thing to go full time.
That's right.
That's just how it is. So I have 2 more days of work, and I'm going to be out for, well, hopefully like 17 days until the 3rd of September. So hopefully that happens. Well, it'll happen, but we're going to make it happen. So,
Really?
Yeah, because we're going on a trip.
We are going on a trip. We are going to Minnesota.
So, yeah, I'm gonna have. Yeah, Valerie and her husband had bought tickets, and to see the Vikings play in their new stadium in Minnesota, and she, since Mike's not able to go, she asked me to go, and I'm like so happy to go. I really, really want to go. I'm like super excited about that shit. You know, just
Good.
like I was telling the guys about, you know, like football and stuff, I will be like a raging fan. You will think that I know everything about football. You will think because, like, I will be screaming and, you know, carrying on. But, you know, I don't know everything about football, and, you know, but I'll pretend. I'll put on a
You'll
good
know,
film.
you know enough. You know
Yeah.
enough to get by, and that's
Oh,
good.
yeah. Yeah, I watch the reaction of people around me, and you know, hopefully, there's nobody sitting on the, you know, from the opposing team. Nobody's sitting close to us because I might, you know, run at the wrong time. You know, that would suck. But anyways, you know, that's just what we're dealing with right now. You know, I'm gonna have a hernia surgery on the 17th. So I'm going to be out of commission for a little bit. Hopefully I heal up really quick. That's what I'm hoping for anyways. I'm going to try to be good and not lift anything. And so I heal up real good.
Yeah, but you have lifters that
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
have. You have John May. You have you know.
Yeah, Job said he's going to come over for a few days too, and
Good,
you know, so that he can help me. So
good. But you
I,
got to give yourself a couple of days to you know get back, get okay,
mm-hmm.
and then that's when all the healing and everything starts. And take it
Yeah,
easy. You know, a good way to do that is to get on the computer and if it's not listing, it's just talking to people.
oh
That's
yeah,
better too.
oh yeah. I I totally have. I want to get my goal for the 2 weeks is to like totally have everything in my inventory listed because I don't really have all that much.
Right.
You know, I might have 200 more items, maybe 200 more items in there, maybe. So that's my goal.
Yeah. You know, I mean, with all the shit that has gone on this month, and our challenge
Yeah,
was to end at the month. You know, I think we need to do another challenge, or
extend it.
either extend it, or um, make a new one, or something. Because that first month I sucked.
I select more.
Well, so we both suck.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty sketchy. It's a hard thing to do when
Hell
you're. I
yes.
mean, you have to be dedicated. You have to get up in the morning and come in here and start listing. That's
Mm-hmm.
basically how you do it
Yep.
to get 20 done. And you can't let anything or anybody hinder you. You know, um, and it's just like the sooner, the earlier that you punch them out and get them done, the better. Because otherwise, you're going to have this happen, and this is going to deter you, and somebody's going to call you, and so it really is just better
Yeah.
to get them done first. Either in the
Yeah.
morning or not whatever your hours are.
Right.
So I think we need to redo the challenge because I know
You want to do 20? What are you thinking?
huh?
Do you want to do 20 or do you want
Well, we,
to?
we know that it's doable.
Yes.
Okay, but
But
yeah,
do you
it's
do
up
you
to you.
want to try 15
Yeah.
or
or even 10.
How about we do this? How about we start a whole new challenge? Do 10 the first month. Make it 3 months long. 10 the first month, 15 the second month, and 20 the third.
Okay.
Daily, 5 days a week.
Okay.
And so that way we can kind of work up to that. I mean, and then, we'll have a little bit of leadway too with those first couple of months.
Right.
I mean, if you want to go all out and do 20 a day, I'm not going to say, oh, that's awful. Because I'll be fucking nuts anyways.
Yeah.
But
I think, because I know, when you go back to work, I know that it's hard on you. I know that it's hard to do, when you work, 9.5 hours and you come home and you're exhausted and you can be on the computer for maybe an hour or two.
Yeah.
And then you're done.
I'm done.
And then you wake up, 3 or 4 o'clock and have dinner, and then you probably go back to bed and have another nap, and there's no time.
Yeah.
There's no time for that. So.
The point is to make time. Sorry, I have a bug. Ah! Get away from me! Hey, remember, bad shit happens.
We're live.
Yep, I know.
Bad shit happens.
Sorry that I screamed at everybody's ears. I'm sorry. There's a bug attacking me. I really didn't mean. I think it was a mosquito eater, and he was like all legs, He tried to get in my shirt. I think you just wanted to see my boobies. And you thought you were in a funny mood.
Okay.
Holy moly. Okay, so are we setting this right now?
Yeah. Hell yeah, we are.
Okay. So today is August 14th, 2016. So this will go 9, 10, 11. It will go until November 14th. Or actually the 15th. Let's say the 15th. So November 15th. It doesn't seem like it should be that close to November already.
No. They put this, I see these things on Facebook and it says 10 more weekends and it'll be Christmas or something like that.
Oh my God. I don't want to think about that shit.
No. You're wrong.
I mean, I like holidays. I like, Halloween, and I like Walking Dead when that comes on. I see that as a holiday. Anyways, Christmas and New Year's, I enjoy all of it. I enjoy it, but, it's just the whole thing of you have to spend money to make your family like you, and if that's the only reason why you're doing it, I don't think you should do it. But
yeah,
it's a society thing, and can't help that shit. I just enjoy spending time with people.
Right. I mean, that's exactly what it's about.
Yeah. I agree.
But it's been. Can you remind me? I know that we're live right now, but can you remind me to put the trash out?
Yeah. I'll try. Let me write a
Okay.
note. Let me write a note to myself.
I will forget. I've reminded myself like 2 or 3 times, and I've still forgot.
Yeah. Because I
So
think actually my trash has to go out too today. Yeah, because today's Sunday, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We have 4 whole watchers right now.
Woohoo!
Woo wee. Hello, everybody that's watching. Oh my gosh.
What?
Okay.
What are you laughing at?
Dusty says he just quoted me. A mosquito eater, you know. Yeah, he was like all legs and just wanted to get in my shirt to see my boobies. Whoops. Probably lost a couple of viewers with that one. Whoops. Sorry.
Oh well. Shit happens.
And then he says, hashtag things Jim Bennett says. Oh, I'm crying now. And he said, shit, I gotta take out the trash. Thanks for reminding me.
For anyone that has to take their trash out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the
We'll remind you.
reminder. And I wrote a note, so I should be able to remind you at the end of the video, too.
Okay.
So anyways, this challenge will start tomorrow, which is the 15th. And why are you laughing at me right now? I'm trying to like focus my
I did this. Oh my god.
Let me wipe my tears away. Okay, so starts on the 15th. Stop laughing at me, sister. And it will go a month into September and start. So it'll start at 10. Then the second month will be 15. Then the third month will be 20.
Yeah.
And that should make it easier to do a daily working up to it.
Yeah.
You know, because the routine, if I could get into a routine of it, like, and just
right.
like Dave and Sarah says, make a schedule, you know, I really super need schedule and routine. That will put me on the right track, I know.
Right.
You know, just like whenever I was working out.
Yeah, but you're going to have a schedule. You're kind of going to have a schedule when you're off. I mean, you can make a schedule for yourself. But,
yeah.
You know, it's kind of hard to do that when you're working, you know, 3 days and then you're off for 2 days and then you're working another 3. It's hard to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you kind of mimic your same schedule while you're off.
It's hard though because I have such weird hours.
Right. But I mean, even if you did like say from 8:30 to 6, even if you said that's when I'm working at home.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
You know, and that way,
yeah.
You know, you still have your work hours. You're still doing work.
Yeah.
But you're just doing it at home.
Yeah. I can totally do that.
Just to, you know, that would be a good way to make your schedule, just to mimic your work schedule. Because that's kind of, I mean, you work a lot of 8:30 to 6s, so
yeah,
8:30 p.m. to 6
in the morning.
Or you could even do like 11:30 to 6.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, and I could take a break in between and shit like that
Yeah,
too, because it ain't gonna
yeah,
take me fucking. It should not take. It should not take any like 9 hours to do 10 listings.
right.
You know,
But
so, but I can
but
make
you
more listings and do pictures later for days that I work, actual work. So you know, that's actually what I wanted to get into was to do a different. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. Do like other listings, and then whenever I'm working, and so I could take pictures then. And
you know what Jim does?
what does Jim do?
Jim Bennett on the weekend, he takes pictures of everything that he's going to list. He takes pictures. He doesn't do any kind of listing. All he does is take pictures. And so when and during the week, all he has to do is list.
See, that it would be backwards for me because I use my phone for my camera,
Right.
and if
But I mean,
I
just a suggestion. I mean, it's not
well, yeah,
something.
yeah, but I mean, I could do it backwards.
Right. And that's kind of what I do is I list. I list, I try to do 5 items. I'll list and then I'll go take pictures because I don't want to wait too long for um I don't want to, I want to get him on as soon as possible
Yes,
because
I use my camera for my phone too, Dusty. Or not my camera for my phone. My phone for my camera.
yeah.
Dork.
But
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying? Because I try to get him on there. What are you laughing at now?
Because he says, I can't make calls very good though. Because he uses his camera for his phone.
You tell him to put the beer down.
Put the beer down, Valerie says. Hi,
No.
Thelma Thrift and Patrick Gill. Thelma Thrift says, enjoying this late live show, girls. Thanks.
You're welcome. Hope you're, enjoying the bad shit happens.
Yeah,
But
it's good.
and that's, the truth is it's life.
Yeah.
And I was upset, and a lot of people were upset because he knew a lot of people, um, and the people that he worked with just recently, they were like his brothers. You when you work with somebody that closely, they become part of your life,
Oh, yeah.
and they were crushed, absolutely crushed. But I and a lot of people say, well, you should be crying and you should be mourning and grieving, and I am. I I I hide a lot of that. I hide a lot of the emotion. Um, After a few days, when every time I talked about Mike, the first, probably 5, 6 days, I mean, it was just my lip was quivering and I couldn't get a word out.
Wow.
But I I've talked a lot about it, and I think that's what actually helps me is be
And
able to talk about it and tell people about Mike and what he did and how we met and that whole story. I mean, that's what gets me through is talking about us.
yeah. And he was a really good guy. He was,
Yeah.
it sucks because he was a really good guy. And, even though I didn't know, I mean, I don't feel like I knew him really, I mean, I knew things about him and, when I would talk to Valerie, he would, butt in the conversation and, talk to me too. And, we talk shit to each other and, it was funny. and we kind of had, uh, kind of the same kooky sense of humor, when he was a real funny guy, and I think that's why him and Valerie, one of the reasons why him and Valerie got along too. So, it, got along so good. So,
Yeah.
I just, it sucks that he, not saying that if he wasn't a good guy that he deserved to die, but it just sucks that he was a really good guy and that he totally. It sucks that he's not with us
Yeah.
anymore.
I think we made a pretty good team.
Yes.
I think
You
I
did.
think we did, and
Yeah.
it sucks that we didn't have more time together. You know,
Yeah.
but I can't. I just like last night. I felt. I thought to myself, there's an auction. I know there's an auction going on, and I should go just to get out, just to see what it's all about. We had always said we were going to go, but we never did because of this one auction.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, we go. And then as soon as I said that, it was like I talked myself out of it. I was like, no, I'm not going. And then I just had this feeling like something was telling me in my gut, you need to go.
Right.
And it was like once I got that, I just went in and just started getting ready. And I was going to be late, but I didn't care. It was kind of exciting, to go do something.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was a great thing to do, and I'll probably keep doing it just because I enjoyed it.
Right.
But I don't know. It was just life is weird, and it
Yeah.
throws you all kinds of different balls and I said balls.
You said balls.
But I mean, really, you just have to you know you have to know how to hit them, I guess.
Oh my
Like with a
gosh.
bat, like a baseball bat.
Yes.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yes.
Just to clarify.
Okay. Well, that's the truth. It's all about, just staying in the game, you know, talk to people, and, you have a ton of people to talk to. Dusty says, no beer, I'm in bed, and you guys rock, hugs for you, Valerie. And then he said balls. And so, yeah, so it's, it is all about, just staying, to where you can talk to people and, you know, maybe, try and keep listing and keep your store open, keep busy, make
Yeah.
new contacts,
That was
easy
that
for
was
me to say.
I could after the funeral and the memorial and all that, I thought, I'm just going to jump in there and I'm just going to start, doing the listing, and I'm going to keep myself busy. And there was like 2 days that I didn't do anything. I guess I didn't realize that I was so emotionally exhausted
Oh yeah,
that I needed to give myself, some time
yeah,
to, I guess, digest everything, that had happened. It still doesn't seem real to me. It still
yeah,
seems like, he's going to be home any minute.
Yeah.
But
And it
I have to
super
remind
doesn't
myself.
seem real to me.
Yeah. I mean, I have to remind myself every time I think of that, that, he's not, you know.
Yeah. So we just have to stay close to people that we know,
And that we love, and
but, yeah. And if you don't have anybody, you can always reach out to other people. There's so many people to reach out to on the internet anymore. You can always find people that, like Valerie was talking about, joining a widows group, even though we don't like the word widow, but joining a group like that because it would just help her with the loss. I mean, she's going to experience just the loss for probably a year at least, and it's not going to get any easier, but she can at least talk to other people that have gone through the same thing as her. And, she's talked to other people, um, on Facebook and or on the Google Hangouts when we talked to Eric, and he's lost his spouse before. So there's people. This is why we make these videos, is to share experiences that happen with us, and maybe that's something that you're going through right now too. If you experience a loss, here recently, probably can talk to Valerie, and you guys have something in common. You have something that you can help each other with, and it's important,
right.
you know.
I really think that's part of the healing process.
It's very hard for me to, especially the first couple of days, after we lost Mike, it was very hard for me to talk to Valerie, even though I didn't want to tell her that. It was very hard to talk to her because I didn't know what to say. It was like, and of course, nobody knows what to say, but I had never experienced that before, so I had no, it's like everything I would think to say, it was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You've never experienced this. How do you fucking know, what she's feeling or what she should do from that, you don't fucking know anything, so why should you fucking say anything, And, I just felt like I could give no advice on this subject, and there was nothing that I could say that would help anything, and why would I even open my mouth? So it was very hard, to talk to you because I didn't know what to say.
Yeah. And I think I got that a lot.
Yeah.
Because people don't, before this happened to me, I probably wouldn't know what to say.
Yeah.
But there's no real words of, comfort or, especially, there at the first, it was just like, I just want to tell you, shut the fuck up or something. I was overwhelmed, I think.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I was pissed. I was, I had a lot of emotions going on, and I didn't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
The sound that I could do was clean. Clean and keep your mind busy. Um, that's kind of what I did. And then I went into crackhead mode.
Without the crack.
Yeah, without the crack and the inhalation.
Yeah.
But
So.
I'm feeling okay. Um, every day, and there's times during the day where I just had that feeling, and I could feel my lip quivering, and I think about just a flash of what we had and or what we did, and it and then I'll just kind of let it go, and then I'll
Yeah.
get over it, and then I'll get back to life, and then I'm okay. But definitely, if you're going through something like that, you know, don't be afraid. Don't hesitate to reach out. And I may not be able to. I can listen. I'm a great listener, and of course, I can't give you psychological advice, but you know,
Right. No, but
I
just to have somebody else to talk to
right.
that understands the situation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dawn says hi. Hi, Dawn.
Hi, Don. But
So
that's kind of what that's life.
yeah.
But
Well,
what else is on the agenda, Miss Sally?
uh, just the bad shit. Uh, I got a return. That you got a return too. You got two
Yeah.
returns. Didn't you get two returns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I got one that was a damaged item, and then
Yeah.
one that was, I think she was damaged.
I.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
So, so anyways, yeah,
But like I said, I don't try to dwell on that returns shit too much because
yeah,
I don't have time for it.
yeah.
I just take care of it and
Move
move on.
on. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I actually filled out as soon as I got the thing for the return. I filled out a claim form for USPS because I was like, well, it wasn't damaged when I sent it to them, so if it's damaged now, then it's USPS's fault. So I
Yeah.
sent them a claim, and they already paid for it, so I'm good to go.
Cool. I need to get that done on that those file cases
Yeah.
ASAP.
So
Well, I think that's all I was looking to add.
yeah,
Um,
we don't have any, you know, other bad shit that we need to talk about. So I guess that's a
not,
good thing.
not today.
Counting our blessings.
It was a pretty good day, I think.
Yeah.
But
So
I mean, bad things happen to good people all the time. And,
yeah,
most of the time, you just gotta let it roll off your shoulders and move on. And there's always tomorrow.
yeah.
Of course, Mike would say, "Well, no, there's not, because when it's tomorrow, it'll be today." That's exactly his sense of humor.
Yep. Yep.
So, and that's exactly what he would say.
They just say, "Get your shit done."
Get her done.
Yep.
Yes.
Move your ass and get it done.
Hmm. But yeah,
All right. Well, so I guess this show's done. Except reminding everybody for the last time to take out their trash. They need to. So.
you really need to do that.
So. I guess we will see you next time.
Yep.
We'll try to keep up on these videos. Hopefully, no more other bad shit happens.
Fingers and toes crossed.
Yup. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, you can thumbs it down or go fuck off. And Please like and subscribe this video, or like and subscribe our channel so you don't miss any of our other videos. And make sure you go check us out on Facebook. And I'll leave a link in the description about that. So we will see you next time. We thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions or comments, please put them down below or in the Facebook, link, or in the Facebook group, and we'll get back to you on those. Me or Valerie will get back to you, and and let us know if you had any bad shit happen last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty random, so it happens to just about everybody.
No shit. All right. Well, good night, everybody, and we will see you next time.
See you later.